James Ram and Colin Philpott, all there in Class D, which is the more powerful class, the fully modified saloon and GT cars. So that's normally, when it is dry, where we see the winner of the race coming from. But here they come through quorum for this first lap to be completed after the safety car. James Ram, by the looks of it, now up into third place, so the grunt of his car is impressive down the straight. That could be the same equation this time as they head up towards the line to get this first one ticked off. It's still the man out front, Alison McGregor, that leads the way. James Ram right in his wheel tracks and being kicked spray in his face there, but he's going to get to the inside line, and James Ram at the end of the first lap is going to go straight to the lead of the race. So great job he's done from fourth position. Slides his way down the inside line. Can he get the big Jag stop? Yes, he can. So he turns in the lead of the race. So great job from number 99. Second, number 20 now is going to be Alison McGregor. Third place, number 67, double second place finisher here a year ago, Colin Philpott. Then we see in fourth place, number 1, Rodney Frost, who had really good qualifying yesterday, but unfortunately the first race didn't unfold too well for him. He came through to finish in 5th position, but the wet conditions seem to be suiting that car today a lot better. So he's there in 4th. Then you've got Adam Powderham in 5th place, car number 77, followed by in 6th, number 57, which is David Bye. 7th place is then going to be number 11, Michael Holt. 8th place at the end of that first flying lap, but at the end of the third lap, after the safety car, is number 4, which is Tom Robinson. Then we see 9th place for 139, which is Chris Boone. And to round out your top 10, it was number 31, Ian Drage. So Ian running well now inside the top 10. One that didn't come round, and in fact he's in the pit lane, is number 58. So Derek Pearce is down there, and Mark might have news.
Yeah, well, Derek Pearce has just been chatting to Tom Lentle, who unfortunately can't also join the race. So what's the problem with Derek's car, Tom?
We're just fogged up, he just can't see where he's going.
That's not ideal, is it?
No. So rather than have an incident, we think we'll probably knock it on the head, because it's just a bit dodgy.
It's been a troubled weekend, really. Derek retired yesterday, as did you, which means that you can't take part today. What's the problem with your car?
I had a head gasket blow on me yesterday, so we could have repaired it, but I don't want to cause any more damage to the engine, so we'll live to fight another day.
For both yourself and Derek, a weekend to forget, really?
Well, we've definitely had better weekends, yeah.
On to the next one. Thanks for chatting to us, Tom. That sort of cleared up why he's not on the grid, Matt, and also why Derek Pearce is now retired.
Thanks very much, Mark. Yep, so as Derek said, can't really see what's going on out there with the fogging up in the car, so it's best to pull that one in and end the race. Great scrap across the line there. David Bye trying to get past Adam Powderham as they work their way towards Richie's corner, and David Bye, with the slightly more power by the looks of it, in a straight line goes through up into what's going to be 5th position now. So a great move there from David Bye. They are fighting for overall position, but not in the same class, so it won't matter too much about that. But again, you look at what happened yesterday in the dry conditions and how those who did well yesterday are not coping too well in the wet conditions. Just shows how the fortunes can change, because Adam Powderham was delighted with his result with 3rd position in yesterday's race, but now he drops down to 6th position. He was, I think, saying to us after that race that that's probably one of his best performances in the Jaguar Saloon and GT Championship. So Adam was happy with that. To the minute, he's struggling to hold off those behind him on track. With just under 10 minutes to go, Ram still leads and is now the quickest man on the circuit at 1:48.567. So good stuff from Ram. Now leads Alistair McGregor by what's going to be 4.4 seconds. So even on that first lap, where he got into the lead, he extended the margin to near enough 5 seconds. Colin Philpott is still there in 3rd, not too far adrift actually of the 2nd place man. So watch out for Colin Philpott, see if he can get a run on Alistair McGregor before too much longer. They come back into sight and almost together. In fact, 2nd, 3rd and 4th almost together. Rodney Frost has joined the train as they come through quorum, lights ablaze, and it's going to be Rodney Frost who is going to try for 3rd position by the look of it. He tries to get the Jaguar down the inside line at Murray's, can't quite find a gap, and I'd probably hazard a guess there's a lot of water sitting on the apex of that corner, so they're going to have to try and avoid that as best they can. But here we go, run towards the line. 2nd place still Alison McGregor, 3rd place for Colin Philpott, and 4th place Rodney Frost, who into the corner was close, out the corner he loses a little bit of ground, so he now have to try and work his way back towards the rear of Colin. But watch out here for David Bye. What a race this is turning into for him. That time through with clear track, David was the quicker of those 4 cars. He was quicker by half a second than Alison McGregor. He was quicker by over a second and a half than Colin Philpott, and he was what's going to be a second and a half quicker than Rodney Frost as well. So David Bye, car number 57 in the Class C, up in 5th position, but I wouldn't put it past David Bye to get himself on the podium. Let's keep an eye on him as he works his way through Williams on towards the Venting straight. They go now for the 6th time of asking. This is going to be, I think, next time round, a 4-way scrap for second.